Hello again, all Master number 33s. This is your life path reading for July 2019. I've already done a video about the astrology, but I'm going to give some of it all again at the beginning of the videos. July is a major month for what's happening up in the planets, or with the planets and everything else. So I'm going to start with the new moon in the sign of Cancer on the 2nd or 3rd of July. It is a total solar eclipse. So if it's the 2nd of July, you're in the northern hemisphere. If it's the 3rd of July, it will be the southern hemisphere. So Cancer is the sign that rules or governs families, family relationships, relationships full stop, extended family. There's all sorts of scenarios there, stability in the family, anything to do with the sign of Cancer, and we all have Cancer in our charts somewhere. It could show up in any one of, any part of your chart, basically. So that is a total solar eclipse. Now, this total solar eclipse will be in effect for 6 months at least. Although it's, on one day sort of type thing, being in that it's an eclipse season, which we're just heading into because of this solar eclipse. You will feel it for 6 months. You'll be dealing with this for 6 months. So with eclipses, they've always been known to usher in change, and the effect of this one will be felt deep within the emotional body. So if you're wondering what's going on with your body, you might have aches, pains, all that sort of type thing, feeling a bit off. It is because of the total solar eclipse, which affects us all. Doesn't matter whether we're northern or southern hemisphere, we're all under the same sky. I'm going to jump straight to the 7th of July. We have Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Leo. There's 3 things in Leo this month. I'll get to those in a minute. But with Mercury, it goes retrograde in the sign of Leo. And it goes direct again on the 31st of July. So it's a 3-week period. But we have a shadow side either side of Mercury going direct or stationing retrograde. So you can say we're looking at a sort of a 5-week period when we have the trickster planet known as Mercury going retrograde. Mercury can affect computers. Computers can crash. There can be lost messages, lost paperwork, lost documents. It also affects travel, so they suggest not to plan holidays or travel of any sort during a Mercury retrograde, because things can happen. Planes can be missed, delayed, fogged in. It just goes a little bit haywire. So you're best to plan it after the retrograde of Mercury. We then go to the 8th of July, and we have the planet Crichton that's going retrograde in the sign of Aries. Crichton is known as the wounded healer. All the life path readings that I've done, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. Everybody has healing to do, and July is the start of it, basically. So when Crichton goes retrograde, it's bringing up a lot of past issues to be dealt with. It's basically, they kind of call it the wounded healer, because it's this healing needs to happen. All of us are going through it. Most of the life path readings have been about some aspect of life having to be dealt with and healed. And this can go right back to the past. You're going to maybe have feelings of can be anything coming up from the past, and you think, oh, you know, where is all this coming from? You know, you might, you know, have a day where you just burst into tears, or just feel really out of sorts, sort of type thing. And this is where the retrograde of Crichton is coming into effect. It needs to be dealt with, acknowledged, and then basically put in the past. We'll jump now to the 16th of April, 16th or 17th of April, depending again, northern southern hemisphere. We have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, which is a partial lunar eclipse. So we have 2 eclipses this month. Like I said, it's quite a major heavy month. So So I was just sort of reading something here on the pieces of paper. Saturn also is involved in this full moon, and Saturn is still retrograde until about the 18th of September. But Saturn is in its home sign at the moment, so it's like, you know, the emotional fallout of any revelations under this moon could be hard to handle. Capricorn and the moon don't sit well together, but the ground down here, there is work to be done. So this is what I mean. It's a major month. There's going to be a lot of work done in lots of areas of life. We'll jump straight into the 23rd of July, where the Sun enters Leo. Like I said, Leo is quite a major factor this month. We have Mercury going retrograde in Leo. We have the Sun entering Leo, which is the start of Leo season. So happy birthday, all the Leos out there. So that is the start of the Leo season. We then go to the 31st of July. We have another new moon, and it is in the sign of Leo. So like I said, we've got Mercury going retrograde in Leo. We have the Sun entering Leo, and now we have the new moon in Leo. And with, like I always say, with new moons, it's a good time. You've got 2 new moons this month to set your intentions for the new moon, your wishes and intentions, basically. And if you don't know how to do that, if you haven't seen some of my previous videos, you can go to a site called moonology.com, www.moonology.com, and you can print out a new moon intention kit and a full moon forgiveness and gratitudes list. But like I say, you've got 2 new moons to work with this month, which is the new moon in Cancer, which is a total solar eclipse. And then you've got on the 31st, you've got a new moon in the sign of Leo. Southern hemisphere, it'll probably be the 1st of August, but it's still very close to being, you know, 2 new moons in 1 month. So, and same on that day, we have Mercury stationing direct, again on the 31st. So like I say, it's a major month with your new moon intentions. Make them bold, make them big, send them out to the universe, and we'll see how we go from there. I'll just take that off. I've already shuffled your cards and split the deck. As I've mentioned on one of my videos, somebody asked me why I never shuffle on camera. It is because it can take up to 20 minutes for the cards to be chosen. I shuffle the deck with the intention of your life path number and the month, and then I use a crystal to make sure that these cards here are your correct cards. And like I say, it can take anything up to 20 minutes, if not longer sometimes. So these are your correct cards. I don't shuffle on camera. But I'm going to do a little bit different this time. I'm going to do a 6-card spread with 3 clarifiers, and then I'm going to pull 1 extra message card out of the Gilded Tarot here at the end of the main reading. So let's get underway, guys, and we'll pull your 6 cards. And we already have 2 messenger cards. We have 2 pages. Mercury is the messenger of, or the messenger planet sort of type thing. So you've got two messages coming in here, and with that planet being retrograde, you might just miss those messages. So we'll see anyway. So I'm going to start with these two cards. This is like the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. So we have the page of Ariel. It says, reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So if you can see that card, she's standing in a rather large library or study hall. She has all these books around her, seeking the knowledge and the information. I'm just going to turn my hair off. You then have underneath it, you have the Two of Michael, which says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analysing a problem, find a compromise. So this decision that you have to make may be about some sort of form of education or upskilling. But it's definitely, you've got to make that decision, whether you want to go into a pursuit of education, more training. This could be upskilling in a job. But it also could be in finding a compromise so that you can do this. You might have to work and then actually study on the side sort of type thing, or vice versa. So not too bad of cards to start the reading off with, but like I say, I will pull clarifiers on them. But yeah, there's going to be an opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analysing a problem, find a compromise. So those are your two first cards. So remember, like I said, with this eclipse, it can last anything for up to 6 months. So maybe you're going to make this decision to study for 6 months. That could also come into play here. Go straight into your middle two cards here. And you have the Decisions card. It is a Major Arcana card with Archangel Josephiel, and it says, release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And then you get the King of Raphael underneath it, saying, warm, generous, honourable, refined. Yes, it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. So to me, this card is always represented a little bit of lack of what's the word I need to say? A lack of self-confidence, lack of self-confidence that, maybe, can I do this? Can I do this study? Can I upskill? Can I, is it all going to be worth it? If you do it, you're releasing yourself from the past. And the old King of Raphael here says it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So this could be, a card of your creative passions and your creative possibilities here. But it will all be better if you just make that decision. With the Decisions card here, it is a Major Arcana card, and it's been put in your path for a reason. You need to follow your passion. You need to come out of this cage of self-imprisonment here and fly out of that cage with the rest of the birds. You can do this. But yeah, it's you holding yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. This card, a lot of these planets and everything else, I'm going to go back to the retrogrades and the planets. Don't hold yourself back. Give it a go, see what happens. You never know until you try. No matter what this decision is here, you've got to give it a go. And like I said, it might be even a case of having to work and then study part-time or study at night, but you can do it. this says with the King of Raphael, it says the ability to accomplish many things at once. So you might have a little bit on your plate to do, but you can do it. Don't hold yourself back. Go for it, you know. We'll go straight into these cards over here. And then, like I said, you had 2 pages. This is the page of Gabriel. And it says, energetic, brave, optimistic and playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. So with especially these cards, the Gabriel cards, they are the wand suit. And they're up and they're running and they're got fire behind them, you know. It is the fire suit as well. So fire and wands, they go together. And it says, follow your passion. You then get another major arcana card underneath it, the Wheel of Fortune, you know. It says, new beginnings, end of delays, change, a change in direction that offers you happiness. That's what we're all looking for, you know. I think it is definitely about some sort of change or upskilling or some direction that you need to now go in. But it's a new beginning and it's the end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And then you get this card here, the Page of Gabriel, saying, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunity for excitement and adventure. Excuse me. I will pull some clarifying cards though, see where we're going with it. It's some sort of opportunity. It can be upskilling, it can be job related, it could mean studying extra hours, studying, but it's a change in direction that offers you happiness. But you do have the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion. You know, you've got follow your passion here, and it says exactly the same thing in this King of Raphael. Follow your creative passions. But you just need to make that decision. So we'll see what your clarifying card is. And it's the 6 of Ariel, the 10 of Ariel, and the Peace card. So that is the end of a cycle as well. So you've got the 6 of Ariel here in this row here, and it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So the money and the finances will be there. They'll just magically appear. This can be anything. Anything unexpected. This can be a tax return that comes in. This can be you're going to have the money for this education, for this upskilling, or whatever this is going to be. But it gets, you know, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. This can be even somebody, you know, paying you to upskill. That is another option in this one, but you do have to make this decision to do it. It's time now to, you know, follow your passions, do it. Your next card is the 10 of Ariel. 10s are always ends of cycle. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and you've also got the Peace card, which is the next clarifying card. I will read this one first though. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So remember when I said the new moon at the beginning of the month on the 2nd or 3rd is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is all to do with families and stability and all this sort of type thing. This is bringing you, this upskilling is bringing you this 10 of Ariel here. A rich and rewarding family life, you know, by the end of, you know, you making this decision to upskill or whatever this page is bringing in, an excellent opportunity is going to be offered to you. Grab it with both hands, and I mean the resources, everything is going to be there. You're at the end of the cycle here when you make this decision to release release yourself from that which holds you back, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. You shouldn't have self-confidence issues, is basically what I'm saying with these cards here. We're all heading in different directions, doing new things. Especially at the end of the month here, you've got another page saying, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. You've got a new beginning, end of delays, change in direction offers happiness, and then you get this card, the Peace card. This card is actually the Death card in the traditional tarot. I like this version a lot more, saying it's peace, with Archangel Azrael. It says, release the past, there is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So once you've made this decision, you've got through the end of this month, you're definitely at an end of a cycle with those two cards there, with the 10 and the Peace card. There is a more enriching future coming, but it might take you to make that more enriching future, if that makes sense. You know, it's you that's going to be upskilling, making the decision to get extra training. But, you know, you've got quite a few cards here saying, you know, follow your creative passions, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. So I think it's probably one of the better reads for July's life path numbers, but we'll see what happens with these ones over here. I hope that's all made sense, guys, but I think you're going in another direction. Maybe still in the same direction, but just upskilling. I think there might be a need to continue working for some of you and training on the side. It might even be training on the job. But like the Six of Ariel here says, material needs get fulfilled in magical ways. So I'm pretty sure that the finances will even be there. But, you know, there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success. So I think your finances are going to be better than you maybe expect. We'll see what the Gilded Tarot extra message is for master number 33s. No, one more shuffle. Okay. And what did I tell you? The Ace of Cups. Your new beginning is the Ace of Cups. Aces are always new beginnings. With the Ace of Cups, this is goes quite nicely actually with this card here, the 10 of Ariel. This is happy families. This is relationships. This is your cup running over with joy and happiness, heartfelt emotions. You're going to love what you're doing. You're going to love where you're headed to. Again, in this card here, there are phases of the moon. So the moons have something to do with, or will have something to do with it. But this is a new emotional experience. But this is, you know, the Ace of Cups is overflowing emotion, a gift of love, grace and inspiration. So that's a pretty good card for an extra message. I wondered where we were going to get our ace, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is another 10. You've got the 10 of Ariel here. You've also got the Death card here. So there's your new beginning, guys. You've got the Ace of Cups. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It's a pretty good reading for you guys, actually. It's one of the better readings. There's not too much garbage that you're going to have to deal with this month. It may be just that you have to make this decision to follow your passion. You might have to work, like I keep saying, you might have to work and follow your passion at the same time. But I think the finances, everything will be there for you to do it. Material needs get fulfilled in magical ways. There's so very much to be grateful for: financial success, a rich and rewarding family life. So I think you guys are pretty home and hosed for the month of July. So I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all an awesome, and I think it's going to be an awesome July. And I will see you all back very soon, and we will talk again then. So take care, guys.